Bonjour. Welcome in. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Well, it's weird. Every time I don't stream for like the weekend period, it's just strange to return as if I haven't streamed for a very, very long time. Does everything sound right, by the way? I don't know why. My ears hear it differently. It's very weird. Enter. Welcome in. How you doing? Gez, Axel, Star, Peruna, Kayla, Zazo, Jack, Lucas, User, Elliot, Blonde, Tropical, Trumas. Delivery going 38 minutes. 38 minutes out. Good luck. Focus. Focus. Thought you died. Well, let's not be that extreme. Okay. No, I am fine. I'm good. I'm good. You did finally join the Discord. I'm glad you did. Hello, Johnny. Welcome in. I'm doing well. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Eh? We're middle of the month now. Did I sleep? No. No, I didn't. That would be interesting. I wouldn't be able to do that because I'd feel it's a waste of the day. I would have wasted the day away. And I don't like doing that. Even if I don't get much done during the day, I still want to be up for that day. I don't want to just lay in until, you know, midday or something ridiculous. You could never do that. David Moist. What are we doing? We're doing admining, but first round didn't work. Is it broken then? There's no gambler. There's no that's not on me. By the way, that's not on me. It's the streamer bot type thing. It just doesn't do it. Guys, do you want to do it manually then? You'll have to. I don't know what's going on. Is one of the things not connected? Is that why? No, everything that is meant to be connected for that is what works. Can't? Oh, there's one already going on. Oh, right. Huh? Just delayed then. Interesting. If you get the Grease DLC, yes, it will work on TMP. Yes, all map DLCs currently work. You're totally fine. Would Sav welcome in? Now, yes, we're going to be doing admin because it's Monday, but I have potentially something to show. So, very late after the initial ongoing to do with this thing. That's a terrible introduction to it. 50k on TikTok, yes, we also hit that. That's impressive. When is it coming? We don't know. Do not talk about consoles, because I do not know. No one knows. When they give you the date, you better not be angry about it. Because if they were to, hypothetically, if they were to give you a date, and it's next year sometime, it's probably when it's going to be. Are people going to be upset about that? Of course they will be, because they're expecting it to be like, oh, it releases tomorrow. That's not how it works. The new CD Road, that's a different thing. That's a new version of the game. That's not a whole new device, console. A free USB? What? I didn't say that. Blacklist? I should blacklist the word console. But then when someone's talking about the in-game console, which most don't. So. I did see the premiere of it, yes. I was in the chat for the Nordic Horizon thing. And did you see the amount of comments about completely irrelevant topics in that chat? That's why I had to close the chat for a bit, because it's just ridiculous. I feel so bad. If it were my chat, I'd be losing my mind. Oh, you give me free USB? What's on the USB? Don't know if I want that. Hello, Haley, welcome in. Finland. Finland is in the Baltic DLC currently. The one with the mountain and the roads and things like that, that's pro mods. More AMA. Not today. Some other time. Sup. Hello, no name. How you doing? PC killing USBs? Yeah, exactly. Could be. No, I know it's 2.0, but what, ETS 2 2.0 is on the free USB? That's interesting. Yeah, I did see it. Yes, it was very interesting. Do you know how much it is? No, I do not. Not on top of my head, but it's an older DLC now, so it can't cost that much. Or you could wait until the next sale, which apparently is the end of this month. You could wait until then. There is a way to copy a profile. It is not literally copy and paste. There are some guides online on how to do it. You'll have to look them up.
Hi Krewlex. Here's to another month. Great question here. When a moderator does reports in-game, how does it work if the game moderator doesn't have a map DLC and a report comes from a map?
I cut you off right before your last word. Nice. I have had this question before. Firstly, thank you for 47. That's an insane amount of time. Nearly 4 years. If a report comes in and the person doesn't own the DLC, you see nothing. You know the infinite void below the world? That's what they see. Just with a person moving around on it. Because there's nothing to load in. There's nothing there. So it wouldn't be very good. You might see two people hit each other, but how do you know where they are? You can't really do much. So you could... Well, the report could still be valid. So if I saw that, I'd probably log out and log back in again, so it unclaims that report, and then I'd pick a different report. Specifically a different report, and then try and avoid that one report, in the hopes that someone else might get it. Scandinavia is very good, yes. How do you join the Discord? Link in bio, because I can't give you the custom URL, because we're currently under the certain amount of boosts we need for that. If anyone does have any spare boosts they haven't used, feel free. I do the AMA questions, yes, one went out today. Each Monday. I'll probably not end up continuing that. Last Monday we had one, and this Monday we had some more. There's a few more. I'm stacking them up. Maybe next week? Or sometime this week, we'll do more questions for them. So, it's pretty good. It's turned off. The command's very delayed today. I don't really know why. Stream Elements is just taking its time with stuff. I don't get it. But, welcome in. Big fan. Use it on an account you have on Steam. Use what? On an account you have on Steam. Console on next week? According to whom? Show the shit. I have something to show, yes. Andrew, welcome in. So to introduce it, back in March, there was a giveaway that was hosted by Star Trucker, that other game that we played. It's very cool. I was one of the winners of that giveaway. Very nice. And it took them a very long time, not blaming them because it's a giveaway. If you complain about something in a giveaway, it depends on what happened, the logistics of it, but nothing to complain about. The particular things I won arrived last week. Very long after I know it got in March, but very interesting. The console in ETS 2. Console for the game. You wouldn't be able to use Steam. It wouldn't be on Steam. It would be on the Xbox or the PlayStation store. It would be a different game. Or rather, the same instance of ETS 2, but it's a different, like, you'd have a different profile and so on. I don't think you'd be able to cross between platforms as well. That's usually not how that works, but I don't have the consoles, so Steam is on Xbox, then maybe you will be able to. You'll have to see their news about it, and they will probably tell you about it. Should blacklist the word, but anyone in the chat that wants to be helpful and tell them whenever someone says, do you know anything about the console, say no. Scream at them and say no. No. But look at that. I was given, which has the Star Trucker badge on it. That's pretty cool. These are vinyls. Now, I unfortunately don't have a vinyl player, so I can't actually play them. Pretty damn good. And in the two halves of them, you've got a red one and you've got a blue one. So if I just give you an example of one of them. Proper vinyls. They'll just be in storage for quite a while. They look really good. So, look at that. God damn. 33 1/3 RPM vinyls. Side A, side B. That's one of them. And on the thing that I opened up, it shows you all the tracks. There's like 20-something tracks that will play through the game, like the soundtrack of the game. It's very nice. I was surprised I won that. It's very nice. The ironic thing is, when playing through the game, I didn't have the music on. So I don't know what the music sounds like. I'll have to look it up at some point. That's a nice colour. I like that colour. Look at that. And they are slightly see-through as well. But they're done properly. That's very nice. This one has nearly 10 songs on it. God damn. Some instrumentals as well, from all the different people that made the music. It doesn't even look good? How does it not look good? It looks very good for the game. If you're comparing it directly to ETS2, it's a different type of game. So, thank you for the 49, Felix. I appreciate that. And there was one other thing as well, which may be a little bit extreme. Comes in its own nice box, which I could repurpose at some point. But within that box is... September 3rd is when it came out. Is. It would be nice if it was a model. It is a hat, which I don't wear. But it's an original truck hat. Oh, and a lanyard. I never actually looked in the box. And a lanyard. Little pin. A nice 3D pin. That looks good. And a hanging pennant type thing. A little sticker. I like that. Put it on. If I wore hats, I would put it on. Fun fact, I have an ATS hat as well. That I have not worn any time of playing ATS at all. But it's pretty damn good. So that's what I got. I do. When I went to a Truck Fest thing many years ago, the only one I've ever been to, SCS was there as well. Of course, they were handing out stuff. I have a t-shirt in large, which is obviously way too big for me, and I have a hat. So, looks pretty good. But there we go. That's pretty nice. Has had a cup. I might have. Yes, I needed one. Welcome in. You got back from your truck because you made a car accident. Congrats. How did you do that? Car been pulled outside? Pandemonium. Big word. Buy the shirt. You want to buy the ATS shirt? I don't know about that. I'm keeping it as if it's a souvenir, basically. It's one of a kind. They don't have their merch store anymore, do they? Or did they bring it back? I don't know. Over sort of COVID time, they discontinued the clothing store, the official SCS clothing store. So, the hat, the most American thing, it is. It's a nice hat. It's in somewhere, one of the drawers. I don't know where it is. Dima, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Your sub ended? That's alright. But we can now get into what we're actually doing. It's normal Monday, so it's normal admin. There aren't any on Sim 2. There are some on Sim 1, so we can do with Sim 1. You're late. Trains, it's okay. It's alright. You're not going to get detention or anything for being late. You know when you're late to class? Even if you warn in advance, it doesn't matter. Yeah. The orange flower. The orange flower doesn't have a name. The pet, whoa, the pet down here in the corner is called Drew. Like Krew, but it's with a J instead of a K. Genius. Chat's named it. Sorry, I picked it up. It's fine. Finny, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Throwing it. One time you want me to show it off, I'm dropping it. Hello, Chris. TMP. No, the plushie was a limited thing, but that went quite well for the Hawley toy, so they may do another round of it at some point. I don't know when, but you know. No, they changed it. I think as of today, the sub thing has changed to the fan club, the super fan. A very boring name. I need to read into it more. So, do they convert into fans clubs or something? I need to look up exactly how it works. It's very weird. I don't know if it even works. You don't have to sub though. It's completely fine. As a flower, it doesn't. I mean, if I would cut it very sharply by the stem, of course, it would have died ages ago. I've had it for a couple of years now. No, we're not doing promo mods. £9 a month. Yeah, that's weird. You can't customize it. So don't sub. The other thing that's I chose the cheapest price for a reason, because it doesn't actually matter what it is to me. Greetings from southern Spain. You're here on holiday with the parents. 32 degrees. You can do TMP in between. You have your laptop. Be careful, though, in case your laptop gets too warm. But enjoy your time out, Tom. You're on holiday. You're on vacation. That's the point, isn't it? But that sounds very good. I hope you're doing well. How long are you there for? Or if you just got there, or maybe it's a quick holiday. I don't know. Right. Shall we? Hello, Zazu. Ta-da, good old, let me just, old chat's working as well above. That's a surprise. It's getting cold. Today, I don't know if anyone else has had it, it's been very windy and a little bit of rain during today. On and off. we apparently have heavy gusts of wind and things like that. So the people that normally do plane spotting at Heathrow and things like that, they've been warning about it. It's sunny now, but still a little bit of wind. So, let's do reports. You have your own VTC? I do, but we put quotes around it. So we call it a VTC, because all the standard things you think relating to a VTC don't really matter. All it's there for is just if you want to log jobs. That's basically it, because we use Truckee for that. You don't have to represent using a specific paint job. You can use a tag if you wish. You don't have to. Very chill, very relaxed. Cloudy? Windy? Truckee makes your game lag. It shouldn't. Are you using the standalone version or the... What's that program called that it's on? The other program that it used to be on. Straight into reports, yes. I want to see, without tabbing out. I'm not tabbing out since I tabbed in. When it dies. What's it called? A wolf. Overwolf. Open wolf? What the... Overwolf. Thank you, Ethan. If you've got that version of it, you don't need that anymore. Oh, you've got the website one. Then it shouldn't... It shouldn't lag your PC anymore. That's very weird. Takes 10 to 15 FPS? Oh. Is it because the recorder is always working? It by itself shouldn't, because it's only a little overlay. That's weird. That wasn't that bad. If they zoom out, then perhaps. Raining in the dune? Going down dune? Track sim. Is that a similar one? Of course, you have TruckersBook as well. I think that just logs. I don't know if TruckersBook has an overlay that you can use. Oh, hello, Stream Elements. Welcome back. Who's it saying welcome back to? That's very delayed. TruckersBook, no overlay. Ah, Prime uses TrackSim. I haven't heard of TrackSim. Track the sim. It's a clever name. I get it. I get it. The only thing I think then is this bit. Where they struggle to move in. How do people with Truck go more than 110? Either being on a different server or by cheating. It's that. Yeah, a little bump. But... Yeah, come on. Please. But now we're in Calais, so I didn't have to TP here myself. Genius. Whichever program you want works. I've known of and been using Truckee for quite a while, so it's pretty good. It works very well. Oh, apparently it uses. I see. I cannot compare it much because when we're driving, I'm glad I have decent frames where that doesn't become a problem. It's not a severe problem. Where if I only had 20 frames and it took another 10, then we'd be in for a bit of a problem. Hello, Ben. Welcome in. Hoping to get a new PC? That'd be good. Yeah, you don't need the Overwolf version. No, it's got its own standalone version, which should work better. Because people were saying performance was taken in the nice, similar thing, you see. Taken by the Overwolf version. 60 at Ultra? Well done. Why are you not... Just teleport. Just teleport to go in. The struggle of getting in the service is weird. And now they're fine. September 10th to 20th. Oh, you're about halfway through then. Parents live in southern Spain. You can do other things in between. You don't feel like watching the news every time. You shouldn't. Not while away, anyway. Watch a movie or YouTube. You could, maybe to wind down in the evenings, yes. It's entirely up to you. I mean, I'd probably do that, you know? Spain probably has quite a bit of nightlife. But if you're not into that, it's totally understandable. It only gives you the Overwolf. It shouldn't. Chucky's download page should just have its own little thing, its own little widget of some point. This person is now buried in the floor. Can you teleport? Perhaps? That's not going to work otherwise. That's what happens when you leave at the same time. I'll give it a minute. Because they might be teleporting. Blocking stuck. Get back. Windows client only shows... Oh, I tabbed out. Only shows Overwolf. This is that's from the knowledge base article. If you go from the main site, like the download now in the top right of the page, that links you to the slightly more modern, different page of it. So maybe use that page. Not directly through the knowledge base article on it. Because I don't know when they upgraded it to the current standalone version, but it's already been a little while since then. Am I standing? Yes, Nox, I am. Are you happy now? You happy about that? What I have, the goal down here, by the way, was met. So I can actually turn this goal off now. Turn that one off and turn that one back on. There we go. Genius. The giveaway. There's one still going in the Discord that ends tomorrow. One of them ended today. I spaced them out so they don't all finish at the same time and then have to DM loads of people. Late. Bixie, it's okay. It's alright. No. What did you win? I showed near the beginning. I won some things to do with Star Trucker. The giveaway in the Discord is for The Hunter. One of the recent DLCs for The Hunter. Best meal deal combo from what store? It depends. What delicacy, what store you're on about. Call of the Wild. Yes. Both of them at the moment are from Call of the Wild. There's one that ends tomorrow. It's for, I think, the Alberta Reserve. Because I still had some spare keys from a previous instance of where I played a bit and then unlocked keys for something. Of course I give them away to the community, because why not? Morrison's. Morrison's has a meal deal. Never tried it. Tasco's meal deal was a classic. But, you know. I do have a Discord, yes. I don't know if it has the correct link in the description. Alan, in your case? I can't just say it's just the normal name because the link does not work at the moment. So, whenever someone does a normal command, it gives you 2 links. Which white one? These 2 are trying to squish in as well. Good squish. Good squish. Why are you squishing, eh? Top of the slip. Are they gone now? Most likely gone. I'm trying to remember what mine was. Back in the day when the meal deal was actually quite nice. And affordable. It was almost every day during college. Honking. No, honking does not actually do anything other than annoy other players. There's literally no point in doing it. New Junction. Not here, actually. Not here. This area isn't technically in the Benelux area. So you may end up with a smidge of the CD road in its current state, and then it will suddenly expand towards a highway. Because technically, all the way over there somewhere is where you switch areas, territories, basically. The installer looks wildly similar. Well, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In that sense. Here, I guess, is where one of the exchanges were. Used to have flags here, but it doesn't now. If it does, I don't know where they are. They were there somewhere. Joff. I do drive, but not too much. These are easier and the more popular things of the things I do. We might do some driving tomorrow. Potentially. So if anyone wants to join for that, we could. I don't know where yet. I don't know where we're going. I saw that. But we'll have to see. Hello, Aaron. What game version do you need? The current 155, because we are not on the beta versions of the game. 155. Steering wheel is G29. Libya? Never been to Libya. Never been anywhere close. I'm sure it's nice. Convoy? Not literally a convoy. But we'll have to... Oh, that was close. Have to see about that. You know what you do get tomorrow as well? You get a video. Oh, yes. A normal video. It is already available for Ko-fi members. Kind of like Patreon, but different. They can already watch it. No, it's not. Oh. Well, that's not nice. That's unfortunate. Is just really banned. Pascal, are you saying something about a game ban? Are you banned from the game? It is extremely nice. Oh. I thought you were going to mislead me there and say that it wasn't nice. That was close. See, this overtake war is close. This overtake can work if you do it safely. But if you want to take it completely realistically and sensibly, it's a solid white line, so you shouldn't really be driving on that. Should you? Is it allowed to take the Christmas livery? You can if you want. You might be yelled at by some if you encounter a Scrooge or something who doesn't like it. That's up to you. What about Halloween? There are some nice Halloween liveries. Why not wear those? Halloween is first. This, again, it glitches into your cab, man. It looks so weird. And then you've got a massive grain trailer at the back there. I do play Real Operations. I was a part of the most recent Real Operations. In fact, I have a video from my perspective from that Real Operations. I'd recommend you check it out. Valentine, you can wear whatever skin you want. It's not like there's seasonal skins. Well, I mean, literally speaking, they are. But it's not like you're banned from using it. At random, but where are you going? At random times. Okay. No, Benelux won't. It might. I'm not psychic. I don't know what it looks like. Oh, it's their trailer. Oh, well, at least it's there. They can try and free it there. You can do whatever you want there. Hello, Mix. I see. Hello, Tails. Lost Erationy? What? Name of your gang is the Krew's Crew, both spelled with a K. Because get it? It's like crew, but with a K, because it's a yes. Krew's Crew. Paint behind the blue Skoda. Where's the blue? This paint? It's the Hawley paint for the trailer. They've just changed the color on it with flames at the front. Kind of the Hot Wheels paint there. What server? Sim 1. Simulation 1. Me's welcome in. Light, welcome in. How can you get that? I believe anyone has this. Unless this was a reward for doing the in-game delivery event. I don't know if everyone has it. It's a nice paint job. It's pretty good. Flames at 150? They do, they do. It's a known fact. Any game that has a flame paint job. Whose is this? Yours. Are you aware that you have left your trailer there, or are you just leaving it because... Just gonna get rid of them there. Europe 2, yes. Back in the day, this used to be called Europe 2. But it ain't now. And that one's yours. At least you haven't left it in the road, that's okay. Back in my day, yes. Day 14 of waiting for... Well, how many days ago now... Oh, how many days ago now was the console release announced? Good job. Because it's been more than 14 days. It might have been about a month. Also, released? I shouldn't have said that. It's out. Don't encourage them. Any possible hint they get, they cling on to it. Ah, I like what you're going for. Good chow. There are many Lightning McQueen paint jobs on the Steam Workshop, by the way. If you didn't want to use one or look one up, they do exist. I'm sure they've also said ka-chow a few times. The yellow, you probably get some yellow. In what menu? That's the console. Console, not the chat. Name of the server, Simulation 1. There's a yellow. See? Happy now? Pink. Yellow. See, you're fine. Console? I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, every time we say console, he said that to make me say the word. Yes, he did. Console. We could play this two ways, by the way. We could also refrain from saying the word so we don't bait people, or we pull a 180 and intentionally say the word as much as we can. So that people get so hyped, and then we just say, no, 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 not that console. Something else. One of them sounds quite fun to do. Krew MacBook. You're just adding the word Krew to literally everything. Some of those names work. A lot of them don't. Not really. Prime. TJ, I think I've seen them before. Big Q, bit of yellow. When is the release date? I do not know. No one knows. Oversized. Are you the pilot of someone else? Maybe you are. Your person's not here yet. Yeah, Andre? They were at the TFM convoy. How did that go, by the way? I saw the post about it. Social posts and the map and things like that. Crew's Krew, both with a K. Crew's Krew. Not all one word, though. Both are spelled with a K. It's just a funny play on words, why not? Where's Courts? Courts is doing her own whatever working in the real world. She doesn't play much of this game anymore. She streams every now and then. Not much else. Kachak, is he nearby? Andy was there. I think Andy was there. You heard the console is quite good this time of year? Oh, I hear it's a great time of year for console. Every sim game. That's a good challenge. I was genuinely, I've said this a few times, I was tempted to go through my Steam library and just play through each one of those games. Kind of like a, not even really like a Pomodoro type thing, where you play a brief amount of each game. I like the idea of that. They're heading over to Farm Sim. Get forced back to player. Luma, how long ago have you played? They have been the player for a while. I forgot the exact scenario that they were on about. That happened to them. Lexus. See, that's a bit better, Tails. That is kind of a pun. That's kind of funny. If I had a car and my car was a Lexus, that would be a great pun, in fact. That'd be funny. Oh, there's TJ, see? Given how many people are in Prime, you might as well look at people's plates and see if people know who the people are. Why not? Or if there's a striking colour, we have a look at the truck a bit more closely. Liquor store sim and then sandwich sim. There's a sim for literally everything. God damn. Here's another massive triple. Each wheel is different. Why? Oh, kind of work if the trailer was yellow. It is. Make a joke if you're making me laugh, you donate. I'm going to save you the money because I don't usually joke around. Keep the money. Keep the money. I insist. I'm not funny. Welcome back, Axel. Plague, thank you for the gifts. Too kind. Don, welcome in. Martin. Shooting with her? Yes. She was in a Mercedes, a recognizable paint job with a group. It's a long time ago now. I have no idea. Not sure. Even now, I think if that hadn't happened, she'd definitely not be on the team anymore anyway. She would have stepped down. Because doesn't have time to play. Kutsubishi. Maybe. I think you're pushing it a bit there. There's a lot of car brands to go through. If you were to list all of them. Calm yourself. Calm down. Calm down. So you can ban me? No. No. You don't want... Why do you want a ban? Why do so many people want that? Promoted a player for a month and is now a standard mod? Probably in their sense when they were a mod, whatever happened. And then now due to whatever they do in the real world, which I think for a while they did IRL police. I don't know. There's a thread listing all the changes to do with the team. Now, if some information isn't disclosed, then I suppose it never will be. Because sometimes it says if someone was removed from the team, if someone was stepped down by themselves, if they left the team, perhaps. Like in my case, from CM back to GM, I voluntarily did that. Because I didn't have the time to do it. Eating pancakes? Can you share me some pancakes, please? Ricks? I'd like some. How much are you in this game a day? Not much at all. In fact, the stream today is about 2 hours, and I loaded up the stream about 30 minutes before the stream. How did you stop so quickly? Am I seeing them hit something invisible? Piloted something. Probably did. I do not know. We're talking a very long time ago. Strawberries. Why is your application taking days under the review phase? Probably because they have a lot to go through, and they're all discussing to come to an agreement. I assume. For what role? Maybe all of the managers need to have their own take on it, and then if one of them doesn't know... I'm not sure. That was close. Nice. You do know you're supposed to slow down before the corner first? That's kind of how that works. Unless you're having insane desync. Malfunction. But that didn't cause the slowdown, though. No brake, by the way. Nothing. I want to see what they say. If your controller method, your driving method, is a bit faulty, please fix it. The game is not for mobile or Switch. No, 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 no. That is not. It'd be interesting if it was. Player with 6 bans. How long ago are those bans? Because it depends. And by the way, all of the games you listed, Felix, that's a lot. That's a lot. There are so many. If you typed simulator and look through all the list, there's going to be hundreds of them. Oh, it's close. Why? It's just on phone. You could find similar mobile games. It may not play very well. It would be like running the game on low. But that's all you get. That is the highest. They're just the ones that have recently played? Good God. I mean, it's a nice way to have different things. The water park simulator is quite a popular one at the moment. I've seen a lot of people playing that. Are you PC? Politically correct or personal computer? They were banned for that. They were banned for that. Possible to get a follow on TikTok. I don't even watch most of the things for the people I follow. The people I follow are friends, usually. Political communists. No, that's a reach. It's pretty extreme. No, I don't just follow random things. If I like content, I'll just like it or save it. I don't engage that much. Are you nominated someone? I do not know. That's up to the community management to review the particular person and then filter through whatever requirements they look through for that. And then I guess they will communicate with the person. If the person is reachable. Anyway, look at what you've done with your engine. You see this? A little floaty badge. You've done that wrong, haven't you? Is that why they were reported? It has no collision. It's just a badge. Just a floating badge. The rest of it is fine. This one has lights. One of them we caught last time didn't have lights at all. Beacons, maybe? No, we're fine. Generally speaking, we're fine. Could just be a few small tweaks they've done. Not that bad. Yeah. It's okay. Oh, am I a PC, Xbox or PS5? I would be a PC, because I've never had an Xbox or a PS5. Never have, unfortunately. Hello, Cosmic. Do I do appeals? Yes, but you won't see them on stream. We don't stream that process. Neither do we stream the web reports. But of course, people I ban are going to appeal, so I have to deal with that. How long is a ban for crashing into the back of someone's lorry? Depends on how it was done. If a person in front stopped very, very quickly, and then you tried to stop very, very quickly as well, you can see the attempt of that. Maybe the little bump. Versus if someone is in the back of a queue, and you can clearly see that there's a queue in front, and you don't brake at all, and you go full speed into the back of that person, you can clearly tell it's not an accident. Yeah, the Truckers of Europe 3 thing, it just sounds really silly. Is there a 1 and 2 of those games? We'll look at that from the car's POV. Will you appeal? No, it'd be up to the person that did that. If you don't understand it, you can get into a conversation with them and sort of ask what they mean. That's the idea, really. You're meant to come to a sort of resolution, whether it is accepted or declined. The idea is to make the player understand it. It just updated. This is the same car as well. This doesn't work though. Why are you getting your revenge? That's funny. Plane tickets, 150. Don't they pay for that? They posted a new thing about the day trip type thing that they're sorting out. Right? That's interesting. People demand to see it. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't show that. I know loads of people are wanting that, but we don't do that. We just don't do that. What's so secretive? There is no way of hiding the information, Luma. On here, there's a mode which just turns off all the names. You'd have to do that to 90% of the website. Why are you reversing? Pay attention to just only this one. So we have this. Because they were merging in the middle, that's arguably your fault rather than the person's fault. They were just trying to squeeze through there. And then the second part is when they finally caught up again. Why? What's the point in that? What's the need for that? Oh, it's not a paid trip. They'll not cover it. Oh, fair enough. Probably because whoever might win could be coming from quite far away. Perhaps. Is there a limitation on where you have to be to apply? Like if you're from Australia, for example, that could be quite costly. It's to win their little day out thing. The enthusiasts, yes, just hang out and check out what the stuff is like. You do not miss the anxiety, I understand that. Love Simba. Have a great day, thanks for joining. Appreciate that. Have a flower. Just watching the car. Possible to see me? No, you wouldn't see me flying around. Okay. Luma, I'm aware of it. But I don't know what the there's our friend there. What's the idea here though? I don't know what any of this means. That's in full Russian right there. But there's still no need for it. You drive forward a bit and then you stop. Is the person directly behind you the one that's at fault for something, perhaps? Very bad words, I wouldn't be surprised. That can be a modification to the ban afterwards. If needed. Yeah, so this is mostly just that. And then we can adjust it afterwards. Plan a trip to there? It would be nice, but I don't have any ambitions for that. I'm a fan of money. Fan of having money. Not a fan of spending it. Oh, mini convoy. We do that whenever we drive. That's technically what the drives are. They're always little mini drives. Mini convoys. You went the entire way backwards. I mean, you're not breaking any rules. Yes, you are, technically. There is a rule about going backwards. driving backwards. Doesn't matter if you're very good at it. There's still a rule to do with it. So. Oh, and then they turned around again. But then do you turn around again? I didn't do it for that long. He's pulling up. Okay, I'll pull up. And then turning around. There's still no point in driving backwards. Don't do it to show off. So. When two buses made a collision. Maybe. If you see yourself in a video that's pretty park. You would know you're famous. See, you only recognize yourself based on your vehicle at the time. If you remember where you were and what color your vehicle was. If they added old vehicles, that would be quite interesting. A lot of people are fans of older vehicles. I'm not really. Not a fan. If you zoom out so you can see the entire Eurotruck map, would the whole of Europe or Asia be seen? Not the whole of all of it, no. You can see chunks around it. So you'd see quite a chunk of the Russia, Belarus, Ukraine going down that side. Not all the way over into Asia. There's quite a lot of Asia. The rest of Turkey, things like that. The outline of it would be there. Just to show you that the borders are there. G-cab? I'm not the one to ask about that. I don't like T-cabs. Where is this? This is outside the city of Calais. Where to send a clip? You can report them on the website, or you can report them in-game, and which is what this list is here. One of them you do need to record, one of them you don't. The one that you don't, there is a time limit. The one you do, there isn't a time limit. Nice. You picked this spot because you knew there was a decent gap there. Kind of now or never type thing. If I don't move now, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna cut me off. Well, they gave up afterwards. And then probably tried it again at the end. Getting there. The what? Big queue of people. Lovely. Banned in 40 seconds. Damn. That's impressive. Yeah, that also depends on how many reports are in the list. If there are hardly any, then it's basically a free game. Anyone can pick and resolve it. If there's a lot in the list, then it might take a bit of time, but they don't time out. So even if it takes a week, it will be done after that week. 3 weeks ago, the last week of your ban, congrats. You have to be careful though, because your next ban could be longer. Very low load. That's a good thing for the players. Don't worry about the traffic pouring out of the service, just bleeding out. Always ends up like that. Volvo, I briefly used one of the new Volvos. I didn't use the Aero though. The Aero doesn't look good to me. Not a fan of just the look of it, but I assume it's pretty good because it has the high horsepower. Server is Sim 1. And someone called Vlad. I don't see the names. Sadly, I don't see the names. Only Vlad would know if they got banned or not. He did run the red, and now he's trying to sneak through, but his friend is doing it as well, so there's multiple. Sneaking through, right-hand lane, then we're in the left-hand lane for a bit, and then, ooh, we decide to go on the wrong side as well. But why? You be there to be in the traffic. You love to be in the traffic, but then you love to challenge yourself to get out of the traffic as well. Ultimate pack? What is that? Ultimate pack? Why is this one going there? Interesting. I'll do a combo of both. It's the same rule. 2.4 covers both things. The ultimate. Is there a pack that contains basically everything? A bundle that has everything? That'd be interesting if there was. No. That would be interesting. There are some with a lot. There are some that bundle together, which makes sense based on location, for example, or type of content that they are. Like around the Grease DLC, that area. No, you can't see what mod bans you. No. NPC convoys. What NPC convoys? This one does the same. If the first one makes it through, this one tries to follow. What convoy? What NPC convoy? Banned for incorrect raid, but you hit someone while going into the left lane. Well, I'm trying to visualize that. If you supposedly weren't on the wrong side entirely, then I don't know. You'll have to discuss that with whoever has the video of it. Because every time someone says, I go banned for this, I go banned for that, I'm trying to imagine it. And it's probably different to what actually happens. So how many times did they squeeze through? There's that. Skipping through misses some bits. Changing lane isn't that bad if you don't do it dangerously. That was funny. British accent? Yes. Rise of India. In India's case, they do use all of the road, don't they? Quite a bit. A bit. What is your weekly quota? The funny thing is, with the questions you're asking, it's rather amusing to see that. If there were to be a particular number, you'd think it'd be listed somewhere if you would know it. If it's like publicly known information. And then it would be amusing if I was to just tell you a particular number. Trying to get involved. No, he's trying to interrogate, which is hilarious to think about. Like asking very specific questions. That topics aren't discussed. But they're like, I know this. Blah, 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 blah. Speak slower. I'm trying to. Hello, Devil. Welcome in. Confidential agreement. Yeah, I even sent out in proper like ink and pen. I signed a physical form. So I can't tell you. Shame. Frank, welcome in. Adam, Maxi, Rapper, Shadow, Darren. Hope you're doing well. George Clark. I have had that comparison before, though George Clark is funnier than me. Way funnier than me. Carrier pigeon, I did. Rolled it up into it and then wrapped it up with a string. That's how you have to do that. Teddy. I do remember the name Teddy. I don't remember the entire name at the time, but we did have a Teddy in the community. Have you renamed yourself? Unless there's more than one. The other one hasn't been here for a while. So it could be. Yeah, there are some things where someone would be banned for less than a week. There are situations for that. Just the average ends up being about this length. Oh, it is you then. Okay, yes. Teddy Games. I remember that. Yes. Completely different name. Oh, special cargo. No, you can't do those on TMP. No, can't do that. He's just trying to ask questions. It's hilarious to do that. As if like, oh, talk. Oh, I'll do this. You're just doing it to you. You know how like when you speak into the void and no one actually responds? That's what you're doing. That's hilarious. Hello, Prezu. User own discretion. The first 3 bans a user can get can be for whatever suitable length. Felix, I wonder. Would you like a timeout as well? I'm in the Shadow Realm. You know what they're going to do? Oh, I want to see if there's a ban appeal request, if they're going to bother doing that. Or they frame it into thinking I did answer or I'd said something differently. They sound like that kind of person. Is it quote worthy? No. It's silly for the sake of being just silly. That's what it is, really. Not like goofy silly, it's just silly silly. That's all that is. Favorite game? I don't know what my favorite game is. One specific game other than this. Calm down. True, it's timeout for a long time. Can you not appeal a timeout? I don't think we have had one or two ban requests. Unban requests. Don't think so? Ah. Never mind then. I think they can still watch. News on console? No news for console. If there were news for console, I'd be telling you about it. You know what? In fact, the moment the date is unveiled for it, I'm going to put it in the title so that you see it plain and clear, straight, right in front of you. That's what I'll do. Yeah, we do need to do unban requests, but no, I don't have that many of them, sadly. This is why, like, if we had an unban request, but it was like TMP ban appeals, if we could somehow see them, that'd be good. But no. Sadly not. A ban request? No, we don't do those either. No, I meant unban request. We do need to ban more people. You want to be first? Should I turn the timeout into a ban? Because they might still be watching. Pretend it was never announced. True. This, I'm glad you slowed down, because other people would try and merge, just continue speeding up. It'd still be a kick, though. There's just no need to do that. You had space to move, and then you chose to move when people were there. Like, all of that space. Yeah? Is there a benefit? No, they wouldn't be benefiting the stream, no. You need to get rid of people that are not benefiting the stream. Hello, Andy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Console, you get timed out? I should do that. I did it! Thank you for the two gifted! Gifted them some glasses. I appreciate that. Now they can see. A noble got one. Big fan. What you hate but play every day? TMP and CSGO. Do you play some CSGO first, and then if you lose and you're angry about that, you then take out your rage on the CD road? Or maybe other way around? Could be other way around. Yeah, one of them went on the grass. We look at only the suspect first. This one doesn't appear to be moving, so they're gonna pounce. It overtook one, but wasn't moving. Can I rotate? You were unable to, sadly. There was a feature where you could rotate. If you wish to join, you can join one of the other streaming platforms, and they will be in landscape. Which one? Green? Falco? Yeah, they're all still here. Oh, yes. All the broskies. Not that one. This one's being reported because of the overtake, but it's not that bad, though. Oh, yeah, you did cut it a bit fine. You were maybe hesitant and wondering whether this person would get moving again, but I understand the need to pass them there. This one, however, is unnecessary. Why did you follow? But I feel bad for that one. Why did you follow? Oh, Kachak is nearby, because they were talking to them. It's clearly a stopped vehicle. Yeah, but you know, you sorted that by yourselves. Are they still there? No, they're not. This is CD, yes. Just don't do that. Could you hydrate? I did. Excuse me, I did. Yeah, I just got a reconnecting. What was that about, huh? It refreshed on the hour. That was weird. I did. Fran, welcome in. Euro, welcome in. Then goodies, yes. Yeah, this superfans thing, I don't quite know how it works. Whoever was a sub previously, I don't quite know what you are now. I don't know how it works now. One of them is a very expensive $10 a month. Don't do that. And one of them is something else. I don't know where it pops up. In fact, I can see it. Fan club. But you can already join that, though. So the thing where you give a 1 heart to join, that's the fan club. You can join the fan club if you want. The thing that appears at the top of the screen somewhere. That's fine. I'm nothing. Nothing. Delete the CD road. Well, you have to wait until the update comes out, because then it will basically be the CD road being, most of it being deleted. CD or DVD? I'm a floppy. Ooh, it's my favorite word. No, I am not zooming into that again. Why do we do this? I was expecting them to say it in the chat as well, but they didn't. Full ER, capital letters. Yep. The N. The N. People do say the N. Just want to see what else they do. Specifically against, you know. Yeah, the ER. Yeah, they had to be rushed to the ER. Well, did this person do something to you? Is their plate bad? It's a very small word. It's not the same word, definitely. So we do... Yeah, and then... that. And then we just do... that. I'll adjust that slightly, but that's what that's for. Can you be police? No. No, you cannot. I'll adjust that one slightly. I should have said I'll add remove plate. That's why I found it weird just typing just the word. I usually do like inappropriate plate. Yeah. There should have been... No, what am I doing? Yeah, there we go. It's for the plate. I want them to remove the plate due to what the thing they said. They need to remove the plate. So it's not... It's perm. Until they change it. Bit of a Dumbo. Good evening, Highway. How you doing? Six years old? Already? Time flies, man. So come on. Stream Elements is dying. It's half awake. Give it maybe another hour or something, or sometime tomorrow it will eventually wake up and give you the reply for that. Yeah, it's very slow. See, it's catching up. We're all Dumby. It wakes up briefly. Username not found. Axel won a giveaway. Congrats. Check away man from the Discord. I am not able to check that. I do not mod the Discord. For that, you will need to communicate with via feedback. You make a feedback ticket for that to Community Moderation Management, I believe. No, that's completely fine. This is what life is like at a certain point, Teddy. You have other things to do, other things that are arguably more important, and so you drift away from it slightly. But it's nice that you return to check in. I appreciate it. Oh, there we go. That's the song. This one braked because of that one braked. This one braked because of that one. Pay attention. And then someone snuck in front. L admin. What do you mean L admin? All of that was basically a little bit of an accident. Braked. Luckily not much happened. And then the moment they merged back, that's when they didn't look. Didn't brake soon enough. No, they didn't. And it caused a bit of a boo-boo there as well. And you did it to this one. So you see how that's a bit more? See, there's the full summary of the full thing. Okay. From here. For save editing, no, it's not permanent, fully permanent. You will have to, whenever you're banned for, maybe to remove a particular part or a trailer, show that you've done that, and then the ban can be modified after that. So it's not fully permanent. You're an XTMP mod? You'll leak information? Oh no! And then we U-turn again, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, and then we go back the correct way again. Oh no! Here. just a bit unnecessary, you know. I don't get why. 2 million euros, that's pretty good if it's all earned legit. It's enough to buy a bunch of different things. Each garage is like 100 and something. You chill on the stream but you never send a message. That's completely fine. Technically shouldn't be on that while at work, but you know, I appreciate that. Time to go RP. Enjoy. Are you still on the same one? The one that I remember you were on. What was the name of it? I think I'm still in the Discord of it. Cool, that was a long time ago. Not this most recent Christmas, but the Christmas before that. I think is when I joined it. Hello, Krew. Someone else is breaking the truck. Yeah, if it were me driving, then that would make sense. I'm spectating people, so that's not me doing it. I don't drive like that. I'm fine, I'm good. I promise. I'm pretty good. Total of 2 bands. 2 bands is not near perm. No, you don't get perm for those increasing. After that. I like to believe that that car crashed when no one else was nearby. Because they didn't seem to hit anyone. Killua, thank you for the 7. UG, that's the one, yes. And ooh, bit of a dodgy merge there. Ooh, that was close. Unstoppable. Sergeant of Response. When applying for that one, did you have like a little resume that you? Oh, you know, I've done emergency response on this particular server, so I think I'm pretty good here. Could do that. Hello, Krew. Don't know if I said already. Wolf, welcome in. Snowman, foxes. Do you have a hatred of cars or something? Or you just your brakes don't work? Interesting. Unless they were chasing. Don't say Porsche. No. Well, in this case, yes. Maybe they wanted to catch up to the one that's cut them off. Mayhaps. So that red one in front. Well, not really cut them off, but you know. This one. You zoomed past them, and now that's fine. But then you did the same again, and where was the car? The car was on the ramp. What was that about? Bit of an exaggeration. How many people do you ban? It varies. It varies. Based on the day, based on how much talking I do. If I do some free roaming, then obviously there'll be less bans. It depends. Disappear completely. They will go inactive, if that makes sense. So they won't scale up anymore. If you have 5 in a row, and if they're all active, that would be your 3-month ban. But if 2 of them go inactive, then you would be left with 3. But I guess that's what confuses some people. If you had the 5 and they all in order, and the first 3 disappear, you still have the 2 active histories. So the next one isn't a normal one because of the, you know, the 2 histories. Tuesday, in it, it's Tuesday for you, Bang. Crikey, mate. How are we doing? How's Music Monday? Oh, that went well. I was looking around. How do you know if anyone has done anything wrong? You see it. Whatever they've done is usually quite noticeable. Is this the same one we were looking at? No, this is different. Always a good time. True. You don't seem to do many song battles anymore. I know they take a while to do. Those other games are quite quick. British. No, he's not British. 2 snooze, true. You have to do a very quick round. You have to be very specific with your rules. Maybe only listen to like 30 seconds. Really quick voting stage. You could do that one day. Speed run it. That was an exaggeration. The snowy mod? No, that's not bannable, no. Because it's only... That was a quick reball. It's only a graphics mod. Remember you? I do remember you, human, yes. How you doing? You... and whoever else often had very silly conversations in chat. that wasn't that bad. You bumped person. However, there was something else though. This. Waiting for their turn to turn around. Linnet, that's the one, yes. I remember. They were worse. Yeah. Favorite British beard? You saw the video, eh? You go and watch the video, you find my answer to that. Specifically British beard. I just don't get why you didn't really have enough space to go at all, but then you decided to go there. Maybe because no one else is coming from the right, but people still come from the left. And you didn't see that, so caused a big boil-up. And that's just bitterly. Small little child, now you're a big adult. Good to hear. I hope you behave like one, though. You could be a genuine, polite member of the chat. 5 people in a row and they overtook you and they didn't get banned. Did you use this system to ban them? They might have timed out, which is unfortunate. Are they still there? Yes, they are. Why would you just stop like that? Oh, and then as I check it out, admin. God damn it, admin. Well, now I can't do anything in their report because I was going to kick them as well. The UK looking fantastic for how derelict the map is. He nicked my kick. Exactly. Can I get you unbanned? Not by you asking. No, you need to go through the proper medium of doing that. Permanently, no. No action taken. Yeah, that's unfortunate for doing in-game reports. That's why you're suggested to report on the website. But not everyone can screen record what they're doing. Stream snipe. Maybe they were driving with them, I don't know. That would be very quick response time. Very funny, but now he's a big adult too. I'm sure it was funny at the time. Not to me though. The mod menu. There is a mod manager in the main menu of the game. If that's what you mean. TMP is free, yes. It's a client mod you download. And no, I don't own it. I'm only a moderator for it. Can you teleport? You are not able to... No, not in multiplayer, no. Not in the way that you can in single player. By sort of plopping you down anyway. You can't do that. You can use your console to go to somewhere else, but then you are not able to place yourself down. Sadly. Skoda engine? No, that's behind them. Tailgating Skoda. No. Console? You see I looked dead at the camera when I said that? Just so you know what console I'm on about. That's fair indeed. If you have been playing the regular game for a while, this is another thing that you can try out. You can also try out Convoy, which is built in. If you have a few other people you can play with. Hello, Storm. Welcome in, Raiders. Admin to admin, I assume. How was it? What were we up to? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Raiders were on Simulation 1. The busy time of day. Admin, yes. Why does everyone talk about console? Because a few weeks ago, I think near the end of last month or something, it was revealed that these games will be coming to console at some point. No date was given. Since that day, the very millisecond after that announcement, players have been begging on every single social post. When? When consoles? When are we going to get the console date? Why are you not giving us a console date? We don't care about this DLC, this map you're working on. Scrap that. When's console? That's all they care about. Multiplayer won't be, no. Convoy might. TMP unlikely. This one, hold on a minute. So it was for this, I see. You could try and join it, Felix. Yeah, wait till they realise that. All you need is more information. Do these people just not wait for more information on something they're confused about, or do they just assume? And then whatever seems more plausible, that's the resolution they go for. Crossplay, maybe. I'd be interested in seeing that. So that was the only thing they did. The overtake would have been fine because no one else was coming the other way. I just don't get why you did. Why? What's the need? Does pineapple belong on pizza? You can put anything you want on pizza and it will still be pizza. There's nothing wrong with the Hawaiian pizza, which involves pineapple. Some things might be questionable. Maybe not conventional ingredients for pizza. But, you know, whatever you want. I'm not really a fan of pineapple to begin with, so I wouldn't have it on pizza. You can if you wish, but that's completely fine. It's your pizza, it's not mine. It's funny where it became a trend out of nowhere, really, that they're like, oh my god, it's an abomination, it's a sin upon man. Why? Banana? Whatever you want. You can imagine, I was a community manager, yes. And I stepped down because I do not have the time to do everything they do and all the stuff I do. At the same time. It was good, but they do a lot. Community managers do a lot. Left side. Left side. Let's confuse each other by... That's it. Very confused, I understand that. And then we're back on the right-hand side again. Your reveal? It is your report? The duties. The community managers, as per the name, manage anything to do with the socials and community engagement and things like that. That guy might have told them, yeah. Mummies help by Timo. Not Timo, Timo. Oh, there we go. You corrected yourself. But why? Why would you do that in the first place? That's 2 times. I'm glad you resolved that. Telling your permanent ban. You were the one that said it's save editing, right? Yeah, it's until you comply with whatever happened. What's the exact message? A bit weird it is. TMP, TruckersMP, yes. Not TruckerSMP. This is not a survival multiplayer Minecraft server. Dry as a bone. I think it's just windy here now. Server, Simulator 1. Simulation 1. Yes. It is the first server in the list of servers that TMP has. It's funny the expression dry as a bone, because aren't your bones surrounded by just all the liquid that your body contains? It's not like it's literally dry. How does that work? Or is it to point out that it's might as well be an anomaly or something? Trailer tires. Oh, but for you it was normal. Ah, you might have a broken edit of some sort, I see. So what you could do is either go into the workshop and like place the trailer wheels back, or just sell the trailer. But then demonstrate that you've done that. Just to show them. We'll look at that trailer in a minute. Might as well be, it might as well be. On hardcore mode, pretty much. How can you show it? Screenshot. Screenshot. Take a bunch of pictures and upload it. Yeah, forgot their trailer. Most of those times where someone forgets their trailer, they could have genuinely pressed T as is next to Y. Perhaps. A little smooch there, well done. Most of the time I think they just leave it and then... Do you not notice that it's gone? That doesn't really make much sense. And I didn't go and check, because I just instinctively deleted it. Great job, me. Well done. But I did ban them. Nine out of 10 gets deleted. Yes, in-game there are quite a lot of them compared to the amount of people that resolve them, but you are instructed to use the web system because they do not disappear from the web system. So it's not like there is no other option. Emphasize extreme dryness. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It's got nothing to do with it. Urban doesn't work at the moment, so... Is it still there? I'd be amazed if it was. I don't know where it took place. Old bones. Yeah, that's if they're outside the body. Then they'd be dry, yeah. And to be fair though, in what actual conversation topic would you use dry as a bone? For the weather being as dry as a bone? I guess so. Focus on hiring enough. Well, we had a recruitment thing in June, I think it was. It takes a very long process to go all the way through the system and sort all the system out for how many people you have. But we have quite a lot of mods. Given that it is voluntary, they come on whenever they want. They're from all over the world. And they do what they can. They drive so bad. You're seeing a curated list of the bad ones. So that's why people just dislike all the cars and all the bad drivers. Bone dry. There are many expressions that were probably coined randomly back in the 6th century or something. Think of the moist. CD's that bad. It's infamous. Famous and infamous. It's funny how we say infamous and not infamous. Yeah, well that's from the Dog and Bone. The sort of slang rhyming stuff. I get that one, I get that one. And a good go up the apples and pears. It's the only two I know of. Good job. Looking to the right, not to the left. Nice. Nice one, Killua. Well, they apologised. And then they said no problem. You mischievous person, so you did report them in the end, eh? Do you report them in the end? Hmm? I've heard of bone dry, yes. I've heard of that one. Dry as a bone is probably the full version of that phrase. Frank, welcome in. Yes, this is Rotterdam. So I know where that is now. That's the Euromast Tower. I never actually went to see it. So all of this makes sense now because I've been here. That's the Luxor Lux something building. It's a musical place. There's the Erasmus Bridge, whatever it's called. Not much else here, but in Pro Mods it probably looks far better than this. Looks good. There's no... They haven't put in the market hall. It's like RL. Imagine, hey? They decided to make it a real city after seeing it in game. Yeah. Avoid. Why are the mod names hidden? To anonymize it, because it doesn't actually matter who banned you. Some people ended up complaining and talking about particular mods in case if a particular one banned you. In my case, I didn't have a problem with it. But a lot of people came into the stream instead of using the proper system to appeal, because the stream is the easier method. The Germans bomb. Just completely flat land. You know when you make a flat terrain in Minecraft, it's probably like that. Nothing there. Some of these words make sense. Yeah, give us more examples. Tell us more. 4 bans. How many chances? You will need, I think, to be a year without those bans. So they might expire, and then you maybe need another year after that. I believe that's one of the requirements. You'll wait. For the appeal, good luck. Can take a few days, but usually it doesn't. Southern Province called Limburg. Yeah, the Netherlands is not very hilly. No. People say take or have a butcher's. Have I even heard of that phrase? I don't think so. They were oh, there we go. They were going to go for it when they hang near the middle of the road.
Huh?
It's still not necessary, is it? Which is very silly. You're skipping in front of 1 or 2 people at a time. Mizio, welcome. 322. Ah, I see. The second word of the rhyme. Yes. Oh, without the second word of the rhyme. Butcher's hook, look. Yes. Again, apples and pears is the stairs. Dog and bone is the phone. There's a whole book of it. I forgot what it's called. A particular way of speaking like that. But why, though? Why apples and pears? What's that got to do with it? Surely it's just easier to say, I'll have a look, instead of 2 words for meaning 1. Bread and money, bread and honey. Well, back in the time when they were probably valuable, that could make sense. And even to this day, hey, in slang, you say you get that bread. So it's come full circle in that case. Or rather, it never died out. Rohit, welcome in. I need to add alert sounds for the other socials now. We have the fart sound on TikTok. We have the... They landed that. We need to replay that. Do not clip that yet. Do not. But for the others, we don't have sounds. That's memeable, that is. Did this one cause it? Well, not really. One of those random examples. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it.
Olay.
But then they eventually gave up or they got teleported back. Ole! 67 Connor in. How you doing? 2 more to go. 2 more to go, mate. Almost there. Welcome back. Hope you've been well. Focus on the bus. Just look at the bus. What's that song where, like, the meme of the monkey doing a backflip and it's that slowed down song? I need to do that. Which bus? Hang on. It's the one on the left of the screen. Bet the passengers love that. Are they? Do you have any passengers inside? Good. Probably good you don't. Oh, then it landed on a rock. Oh, that's so good. Love it. Cool. Boing. And many sound effects could apply to that particular scenario. Can we play it on console? Probably not. It's unlikely due to how it works, but you never know. They might eventually make it work. It's probably that, Felix. It's going to be loud if I play it, so I'm not going to play it. Let's have a look. I think I claimed another one, and then it just immediately removed that one, so never mind. You could get a notification if you have those enabled. I don't know. I don't. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. There we go. Nice. A nickname that is 4 lines long. That'd be a pain to type. Imagine having a nickname that moves all the rest of chat really far along. Oh, that one. Is that actually a username somewhere? It's Adria's alt account. Don't you have a character limit, though? There's a character limit, right? See, this one, almost the same, but, you know, it's just a bit worse. Because you hit 2 people, actually. That's a 2-in-1 right there. Why do you not look? They look in the way that they want to go, not in the other way. That's a nickname you gave them? I see. That would make sense, because you like doing that a lot. $900 ping? How have you not been kicked yet? How have you not been kicked for that? Just get back in the service. Get back in the service. That's it. Get back in the service. Get back. Get back. But they're really going to read that. What you need to do to be really confusing, Tails, is with some of those nicknames, do not have capitals in between them. Put it all as one word, and then they'll have no idea where the splits in the words are. Very confusing to read. Which is why whenever I see a long username and it's all lowercase, I don't know what part of the name to split it up into. So, bonnet fair is hair. A fair that happened in Barnet. Oh, fair enough. Good morning, Eddie. Welcome in. Play 18 Wheels. I think it's a cool game, right? Sounds like a cool game. Hello, Nath. Welcome in. There's a red car down here. Knew it. Stop it. Stop it. Yellow again. Here he comes. Yellow is desperately trying to drive out. Ah, I didn't go wrong there. Didn't go according to plan. Selling porkies, yes. But that doesn't fully rhyme, though. You're lying at that point, like fibbing. That doesn't rhyme though. Or rather, what's the full pork pies? Yeah. What? Nice. Dessert for driving all the way out. Oh, pork pies is lies. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just thought say porkies. You told a porky. How many coffees have you had? Welcome in. I don't have them.
73.
So none. I don't really drink it. 73! Look at that. Oh, look at that colour. Another founder. Yes, he's been here for a very long time. Welcome for the 73. Good sir. I appreciate that. How have you been? I'm not looking at that anymore. You could look at that all day and then fly away and then come back and it's exactly the same. Ridiculous. Due to get a 3060 for a 700 budget gaming PC. 3060 could be pretty good. If it's a budget PC, I can absolutely do a good job still. But up to you. Depends on, you know, how much you can fit within the budget of that. Hank Marvin is starving. These are a bit silly. Quite silly, to be honest. God damn it, Nico, next one. You'll play with next month. Good luck. Harvey, I'm glad, yeah. You can be patiently waiting for it. You can be optimistic and excited and things like that, and to yourself being like, oh, can't wait. That's spam it, though. The bot it's dying. Yes, it's dying. I thought it was my fault at first, but no, it's Stream Elements, because someone else came in and said Stream Elements is dead. It's just dead. Dying. So you'll have a random gamba that happens like 30 minutes later or something? Yeah. Game name, ETS2. ETS2. You're a mod? Yes, I am. A Scooby-Doo is a clue. I have heard of that one. Yes, I stand corrected. I have heard of that one. So on strike? Yep. This one, they're only affecting each other, mostly. I assume you're just friends pushing in front of each other. Don't recommend doing that when around other people, but it's just silly. Yeah. Pete-tong. I've heard of that. It's at the end of a song. I don't know if it's a popular song or if it's just a song that I know of. What song is it? It's at the end of it. On Disciple Records, they have basically all the artists on the label make an entire song together, and at the end of it, he's like blah blah blah. Got to be careful, mate, in case you go speak dong. That's one of the lyrics at the end of it. I do know that one. Lyric doesn't make any sense, but you know, I do know that. It's one of those where the title of the song might be just one word, but then it's got like 12 names that worked on the song. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend, if you're talking about PC stuff, do your own research looking around, because if someone just says a random thing here, it may not work. Like, don't get advice from me regarding PCs. Like, yes, I have one, and I've put things into a case before. It doesn't mean I know exactly what I'm doing. Regarding every form of PC, everything. I don't know much on the AMD side of it, so... Add a slowdown? That'd be interesting. You're very limited in the sense of bots that can work in that chat as well. These ones, they get kicked because we kicked the other one. You know, the yellow one that kept trying to get out? Same sort of thing. From York? No. No. I don't have that accent. Why would I have that accent? Urban Command is dead. Well, it also wouldn't give you a reply, Tails, because your entire name is not one word, is it? Come on now. But yes, it's on Stream Elements, so you'll have to wait. Stream Elements is... Why there? Why there? Only time you chose to move? traffic. Are you both traffic response? Is that what you're doing? It's one word. Yeah, but it isn't a word in the English language. Tails. The word that tails is a word that exists. You know what I mean? Why would it be on urban? You can put anything you want on urban. But what does the name mean if it's one word? Doesn't make sense. See what I mean? You're from London. I'm near London. Near enough. TMP for try that again. Played TMP last week for the first time in so long. FPS jumps. It could be. It's just the amount of people. Where did you go for your first time in a long time? Traffic jam at the train crossing. Not surprised. Hello, Wed. Notification. Eli, welcome in. 28. Please say no. That's a funny meme song. You know what else is a funny meme song that the new generation is referring to? One of the worst songs I've ever heard, with the one lyric in it. The New Germany. Oh yeah, fair enough. Well, if you're still near Duisburg, that's fairly busy. It's in the middle of the map, so. New to you, true. If you haven't played in a while, true. It looks good. So we're hoping, the Benelux part of the CD, I hope it will look good. Yes, that's the one, Trains. Yeah, if I say it, I'm going to get all the children to say it as well, so don't want that. Someone brake checked you? That is unfortunate. That happens a lot. If it wasn't intended brake check, then yeah. Could report them for. It's as though it's a lyric from a song. I forgot what the name of the song is, but it's just terrible. They just say it randomly. Now, when some songs go viral just because of a particular line in a song, it's basically that. Failed merge. Or rather, didn't really. Nice random chat message there. Good to know. Petition to give the train 400 more horsepower. Well, given that those diesels have thousands of horsepower anyway, I'm sure a little more would help. Why is Simulation 1 the most popular? It always has been. Back in the day when it was called Europe 1, Europe 2. Europe 2 was the most popular, which is the same as this one. It also could be because it's just first in the list. Naturally, you connect to the first one. And then over time, people will connect to the one that has the most people on it, which is this one. Because there's quite a difference between Sim 1 and 2 in player count. The thing that separates, it doesn't show in demos. It is there. It is there, which is why this person is trying to merge, but it doesn't load into demos. It roughly starts where this line is, I think. You'll see when I delete the report. You'll see. Oh, you're going to leave your trailer? Is that the aggression we're going for here? Just because they didn't let you in? Really? Well, I wonder why you're stuck. That's your fault. This is the biggest server, yes. If I delete it now... There it is. The line right there. I don't know which one I looked at. I pointed to one of them. But you know what I mean. Simulation 1, biggest server, has 3,300 people on right now. Duisburg is a free-for-all. That's why you have to be careful when you go there. In Norway, no, the traffic isn't in Norway. No, it's in the regular part of the map. If you were to go to Calais, you'll definitely see it in France. But be careful when loading in there, because it's Lego. It's not a Lego thing. No, it's a model of a plush that is covered in a tarp. If this is what you mean, this one. Imagine a Lego crossover. That'd be crazy. Tony, I've seen Tony's videos. Yes. In pro mods, Norway is the hotspot, yes. But here, no. Here it is France, Belgium, Germany. Smidge of the Netherlands, that area. Yeah, one Lego brick, like the standard 4x2 Lego brick. But the size of a container. You report there, fella. Well, were you going to watch back then? Lego engineering. All for it. How many here have played with Lego Technic? So cool. So creative. He ended up blocking. Right. We're going quite slow now. Can you get banned if you stop someone? I would recommend you don't do that, because it can lead to a ban, yes. Because you'd be interfering with them. Now, I understand that they've already done something wrong. Sure. Ah. That's what happened. I assume you didn't see the first part, then, Mix, and you wanted to recap what happened? It was this one. Wood Lego? That was really back in the day, wasn't it? Wow. CD convoy? No, we're not doing that. They just didn't slow down. Who speeds up into a corner? Who does that? It took you a while to drive off of that. I wouldn't take my chances, though, of trying to fit through that gap. I would naturally just try and slow down a bit. Max Verstappen? Almost. No, I don't watch F1. No, sadly not. It's cool as a concept. It's cool as a thing. But see, the collisions was partially the other one's fault as well. Like, you're blocking a little bit, but then you moved. But you crashed due to your own fault. But, again, spinning it around, you didn't spend too long being there. It's... You know when something is bad, but just not like bad? Yeah. Through goes Hamilton! I do like the commentary they do, yeah. It's the great British voice there. It wouldn't work with other voices. Leclerc. F1 fan? No. I wouldn't say I'm a fan, I'm just aware of the commentators. And, like I've watched it before, it's not like I've never seen Formula 1. Any of the modern. I think last time I genuinely watched a race 5-10 years ago? I have no idea. Streamlabs. Yeah, but I don't use Streamlabs. I use Stream Elements. Back in the day I used Streamlabs, yes. This is France, yes. Lights out and away we go, yes. All the classics. This weekend there's one? Ooh. Good luck. You're going there? Whereabouts? France is quite big. Sergio, welcome in. Leo, Florin. Gamers. Paris. Oh. Enjoy. I've never been. You have the Paris syndrome type thing, where people go there thinking it's all this lovey-dovey romantic city, and you go there and it looks rubbish. Because there's just trash everywhere. Now, I'm sure that's not everywhere in France. But I wonder how much has that. Scary fact. Oh, don't say that number, Star. Oh, of all the numbers, don't say that number. Double check the barriers. You mean the ones that force you into one lane? I'll have a look. Is there a hotkey? There can be a hotkey. In my case, I use the entire recording and then splice it out of the recording. Because if I have medal open, medal decides to crash. Just randomly. Sometimes you go to the bathroom, the smell reminds you of Paris. I see. Hello, Blandon. Change your thing? Yeah, don't say it. Familiar faces. Hello, Jessica. Welcome in. Where would I know you from? What brings you here? Hello, Silver. Is it okay to undertake? It depends. I wouldn't recommend it, because people aren't expecting you to pass on that side. Perhaps. There are some rules in the or laws in the real world where I guess if someone is too slow in a fast lane, you could pass them. This I wouldn't recommend. This, no. No. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, but still did. It's on its last lines. It's lying on the hospital bed and you got a little beep of life, but it's very slow. Yeah. It's kind of. You had quite a bit of space and you chose the wrong side, basically, to pass. Having fun? That's not fun, though. That's close. You're very lucky that you didn't hit that person there. Well, that's got to be it is. You never came to the stream. Well, I'm glad you did now. You know what I didn't do yet? I haven't done the 1x report. That was bannable. Yes, that was bannable. Sorry, because you don't see it on your screen. Again, I have to recap. For the people that are watching on the TikTok stream that may not be aware, when someone is banned from a report, their truck doesn't disappear. In the real, I almost said real world, in real time, when you ban someone, they go poof because they're not on the server anymore. In reports, they don't. This is my real name, yes. My name is Krew. Welcome in. Hello, Jimmy. How many days? That was a week. Because it was dangerous. It's a combination of 2 rules. You missed your turn? How did you miss your turn? No? Yes. Can you wave a wand? Well, I have the flower. That's close enough. I'll just... Yes. Yeah, hold on, trains. Well, hang on. Username. I don't see the username. If it's plates, I'll see those. I don't see usernames. Don't forget. Sulu. Driving over a red light. It depends on what you encounter at that light. If no one else is there, that's fine. If you drive through the light and someone else has a green light and you hit them, then you are at fault. Does that make sense? Come on. Go on, Joe. Good. You always go. Again, if no one else is there, I also do that. So it's fine to do that. But the moment at least one other person is nearby, be hesitant with it. If they're not near you or they're clearly going the other way, that can also be fine. Is this game on Xbox? No, not yet. Soon. Maybe next year, but not yet. No city's called that. No, but there is an urban result for it though. When? When, console? Please, we need updates. When? Look at that, they brought out the Christmas lights already. It's not Christmas yet. Ahead of the barriers, above the yellow... Yellow? Oh, in front of the yellow. Yeah, if I saw the username, I'd see. Is this you? Funny name, is this you? Yeah. See? Your name is just player. I don't see it. Not even a Christmas skin. But it was in red and green. So, Christmas theme. Not literally a Christmas skin. Yeah, as mentioned, if no one else is at the light, if you want to be realistic with it and you have your fines turned on, then you may do that. You may stop. Username. The username or the tag, don't change your name to that. In the tag, you can, yes. Possible to see me driving off stream? Not really, no. I haven't driven off stream in a very long time. I'm always working on other things off stream. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. So you do get a bit of a gamber, but that gamber is from a long time ago, unless it's back. Just gonna win? Oh, that was in real time. Oh, there you go. You missed your chance there. Is it fixed now then? Join the Gamba, join the Gamba. Join the Gamba. Producing music. Not much of my own stuff now. I've been making mashups for about a year. Not even a year, no, about half a year. No, actually, yeah. About a year. The mashups are really good, yes. I'm still working on the next. I have a plan for the end of the year. Not going to reveal too much about it. I have a plan for how it's going to work. The first edition was at the end of last year. Then in February, May, 2 weeks ago, and that's it so far. End of the year. Mashup related, of course. You may need to increase your break sensitivity, my friend. A little bit more than that. Good, yes. You'll like it. Hello, Dwarfi, big fan. Traffic's mental. It always is. Hello, Dwarfi. When are they adding it? It will be in a future version of the game itself. So we don't know that. It will just appear at some point. Maybe not the next version. We are close to the next version. I don't think it will come in that version. Oh, it definitely won't, because we've already had the beta for this next version, and it's not in there. So if it were, for example, in 157, and you see the post, that was weird. You see the post for the beta, and you do the features that are in the beta, and it says the update will be there, then you'll know. Then the clock will be ticking for the update. Just go think of using Prime. I appreciate that. That was close. And then the other one that blocked them in, I don't get why that happened. It almost looked like there was something else we didn't see. And it only happened once. It was a weird situation. Coaches will look interesting. What I just wish a lot of the players would do is just be optimistic, but not impatient. I don't get it. Spamming everything, crying about another feature that isn't the particular one feature you want, it just doesn't make sense. Great job, mate. Great job. Well done. Muted. I gave a flower. Big fan. Do you have to let someone overtake? Well, I'd rather you didn't block them in. If they do an overtake and you know it's a bad overtake, you could arguably let them do it and then they'd be at fault for doing it. A lot of these overtakes, people try and stop them. I get why. But if they're already doing the wrong, let them do the wrong. Let them do the stupid thing and let them get banned for it. This word by itself just means the F word, doesn't it? Didn't you ban them? I did. The one that came down the ramp there, that's close. That's not bannable. The one that we saw previously, yes. Ooh, that one, however, yes. Good job. That one stadium. If they redo that, then yes, that would be nice. Would Rotterdam be included? It's in Benelux. Yeah, of course it would be. I'm thinking for some reason they were redoing just the CD area. That's because that's what we're thinking of. Of course it will be redone. So you have to see. You have to see what they do. You get money. No, it's a volunteer thing. You apply to be this role. TMP and VR, I don't even think you can. Because we don't support it. And indeed, it's a different version. So I don't think that would work very well. How far will it go? Right. Let's have a look at the borders, okay? Roughly where these lines are. You could say, if it's on this line here, it could go up to like the fuel station. Assuming it merges nicely. when I looked at the Pro Mods variant of it, this fuel station is roughly in the right place because there is one there as well. All of this. So most of it would be interesting if they did go up to here. That's technically over it. It would make sense because then the entire thing would be gone, but then it would look very weird having a... Unless it becomes this. So if we go Lille, there's a chance it can... Why am I spectating you? I don't need to spectate you. One of the roads leading out of Lille, this one, you've got these roads here, and then they merge like that, and then that's the smidge that's left. It could be like that, and it widens. Certainly a slightly better length than the one in Duisburg at the moment. It's going to look interesting. How big? The map is quite big. Quite a lot of places to go. Hopefully. Well, if they redo it and it's a highway, you'd assume that you'd have a larger fuel station, so we don't need our version of the fuel station. I might modify it to add the patron area back, but... You hate the pile of cars? I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, what we're looking through is a list of the bad people, so you'll have a lot of bad cars, but a lot of bad trucks as well. Not just the cars. Pro Mods is good. Right, on that note, I think that'll do. That'll do for today. I banned a lot of people, so we relax, chill out. They might redo the Duisburg bit, because of course, now that they're expanding it, they may redo it a bit. The bridge is roughly in the right place, that's fine. Keep the bridge, but then after the bridge, have to see. One more? Oh, you know what? No, we do have to do one more. It has to be the 1 times report. For the last one, this I nearly forgot. This one, you have to watch it all the way through. A BLM event, you can try and organise an event if you want. Go for it. Save the scam. Hello, Melody. Waiting for something to happen. Yeah, Nico sent it. Even that tone, it wasn't. I'm saying you can if you want. You can make an event to do it, anything, really. My evening, I will indeed have some cup of tea after this, yes. This is the last one. The last one. Oh, you forgot about it yourself. Yeah, but I don't like to scam with the redeems, so... Yeah, someone brought their phone, yes. Those are the TikTok follows. Ken, Svart, Vanu, Pitt, Harvard, Dennis, Marius, KD, welcome in. Chat's catching up. Calais, this is leading into Calais. Not quite in Calais yet. Gonna go for a walk? No worries. Have your flower, there's your flower, big fan. Second glance, Murphy has been saying slightly peculiar things for a little while. That's just what they do. You did. I'm glad you did. I appreciate that. That's a good sign. See, they slowed down. They didn't keep going. They slowed down because they realised they didn't brake in time. And then they're trying to move out of the way. I understand that. You're... Navina, come on. Spell it right. Hello, Woofy, big fan. Spell it right. Why are you sitting there, though? To not let them resume? Have I sat behind? It randomly just catches up. In Chatterino, it's fine. I'm saying the overlay, it randomly caught up there. This is... It's not that bad. It's empty now. So one of them decided to not stop in time. For whatever reason, just didn't brake. Maybe they didn't expect such a build-up. If traffic was going fine, is everyone else slamming the brakes on? Not really slamming the brakes on. Yeah, not really paying attention, but then he did slow down quite a bit. It's alright. What a shame that one didn't end in a man by itself, eh? Oh well. Let's look this way. No, they fixed it, so that's not a ban. I didn't ban it for that. Just in case you get confused. Disband, you need to appeal your ban. I can't disband here. Literally speaking, I could, but I'm not going to. Kind of ban since you know the rules. Nothing can happen. In the real world, well, it's more dangerous if the same antics happen in the real world, huh? Quite scary. The patron zone. One person. One person. These are static vehicles. They're not people there. One person. Cool. One person. All right. Relax. That was fun. So the bit that I showed at the beginning, I'll turn that into a little edit bit just to show that off. So I liked it. The vinyl records and things, they look pretty good. Get in the water? No, don't do that. So tomorrow we'll see what we're doing. You need to be in the Discord though. I'd recommend doing that because I usually do a poll if there's more options. I haven't sorted the video for the driving academy yet, so we don't need to do that yet. So it could just be just driving around. As for where, probably more Germany. We'll see. It's not 100%, but could be somewhere there. Banned for a week? Congrats. Or 4? Do you understand what you got banned for? I should hope so. Gotta behave yourself. Hello, welcome in. Okay, so this song is okay. It's going to end soon, though. So we could do a poll. And this poll only works in the Twitch chat. Reckless driving. Shouldn't have done it. Pick a number for the music. Only you can hear the music, so. We're not going to pass it on to someone else. I know I don't do that much. Hello, Sansa. How you doing? I'm just about to end. No one messing up? Someone misclicked. Nice. 3. I see. 1, 2, 3, 4th song. Because you skip 3. Some Wastemans. Try it. Ooh, I see. Who misclicked? You're banned for nothing. Well, you need to appeal that, because there's no such thing as nothing literally, but I'm sure you disagree with what you were banned for. That's the exact wording. Yes. There's no such thing as nothing. Unless, literally speaking, at this very moment, there is no video with your ban. Which, yeah, I guess so. Hello, Blake. Big fan. So, Flower. That'll do. Yush, welcome in. Tomorrow, same time. Hope to see you there. Nothing is not a reason. No. If you want more of this specific stuff and you only watch the admin stuff, Wednesday. And then after that, maybe some extra streams on TikTok as well. That's the usual pattern. Tomorrow, there will also be a video out. Don't worry, I'll tag you about that. Ko-fi members get it already. YouTube members can get it in the morning. And then mid-afternoonish is when it goes out. Roughly when the shorts and such go out. Alright? Always a reason. If there is a reason provided, yes. Better be over tomorrow? Don't know if it will be. Have flower. Peace out, enjoy your evenings. Catch you next time.